hit a massive six at Lord's Cricket Ground that will zip past the flags and roll right up to the doorway of the ECB.
Hello, my name is Frank Kemp. I'm Cricket Operations Manager here at the ECB, and I'd like to welcome you to this video, which is called Start Safe, Stay Safe. During the course of the video, we hope to show teachers, coaches, all those involved with young players and the young players themselves how they can benefit from the safety guidance that the ECB has made available, and how they can make sure that the young players, as they develop in cricket, take advantage of that safety guidance so that they can enjoy the game as they develop their cricketing careers.
Let's join Frank and Peter Gaydon, a young player from Finmere, up in the media centre.
What we like to do now is to talk about the helmet, the fitting of the helmet, the importance of getting one that is correctly fitted, correctly adjusted, and this is a new one. We'll put the grill on, the face piece, and show you how important it is to make sure that that's correctly adjusted as well. Now, when they come out of the box, you'll have the chin strap and some adjustment at the back of the helmet normally. So what I'm going to ask Peter to do is to try that before we adjust it at all. Have a look and see what it is. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's rather loose.
So it's loose wet?
Yeah, right at the back.
Right, so if you take it off, what we'll do is we'll adjust the fittings here. Okay, we can make it a little bit tighter around the back. Try that one for size and see whether that works.
It's still a slightly loose.
Okay, well let's give it a little bit more then. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is particularly important if you don't have your own helmet. If you're using one that the club's got, for example, make sure that you adjust it before you start to do anything else. Now, the next thing is the chin straps halfway down to chin. So again, let's tighten that one up. Most of the chin straps will come with this sort of straightforward system, just make it a little bit tighter, and to then move the part that actually goes under the chin to the correct position. So let's see whether we got that one vaguely close. And again, you can then tweak that so that it's comfortable. Shouldn't be restricting the face, it should just be comfortable, keep it all in place. So that's the helmet, but the face guard, the grill, is equally important, probably more important, because getting that right is crucial to making sure that you're safe. So if you'd like to take it off, if it will, we'll put the grill. Now, they're all designed to have some flexibility in the fittings, which is important so that you can actually set them up for your particular comfort, but also for your safety. And because there's a range of different fittings, both here and here, in terms of the number of adjustments, it's very important that when you put the bolts on, the nuts on, that you've got it positioned correctly so the ball can't go between the top of the face guard here and the peak of the helmet. Now, the reason that that's important is twofold. The first is that if you're playing with an adult ball, you want to make sure that it simply can't go through. And that is obviously fundamental to the process. I know you will see some international players who have perhaps a big gap here, but you'll also see some international players who make very sure that the ball can't go between the top of the face guard and the peak of the helmet. The second thing you've got to remember is that if you're over 15, you'll be playing with an adult sized ball, which is one of these. If you're under 15, you'll actually, or under 13 and below, you'll be playing with a smaller ball. This one's only 4 3/4 ounces, so you might have the helmet grill adjusted correctly. The adult ball, you want to make sure that if it's a smaller ball, it can't go through. And if I can get it through just by pushing it, you can be absolutely certain that when a ball comes along a lot quicker, it will actually go through. It's very important that you adjust it for the size of ball that you're playing against. Let's go back to this one. And the other thing that you can do is decide how far forward it is. Ideally, the most sensible position to have it is with a straight line here between the grill and the top of the peak, because if that is a straight line, then that reduces the chances of the ball being able to slip in either that way or that way, depending on which direction it comes. And you never know which way it's going to come. All sorts of strange things can happen. So that hopefully you're safe. At the moment, we're not very close. So we're going to get a sore nose from that one. So we'll adjust it a little bit. It's going to be a lot closer to where we want to be. So in that particular slot. And what you need to remember, of course, is which one works for you, which one's most comfortable, but also which one's safest. This one down as well. So we need just to adjust the ones at the front so the back goes on. Okay, tighten them up. That ball's not going to go through. Probably now adjusted in fact, so that this one won't go through either. And that's not a bad thing. You won't be in nets where you've got maybe an under 13 and an under 15 player bowling. But if you do get that situation, and it does happen in clubs, remember if that under 13's got hold of a little ball, then you're just as vulnerable. You might be an under 15 or under 16 or 17 player. If he's got a little ball, then you've got to make sure it doesn't get through. So that's the crucial part of the process. You could adjust it a little bit more to have a little bit more gap there if you want, and that's to some extent a question of personal choice. So long as you don't adjust it too far to allow the ball to go through. Now, let's see how that feels. Right, how does that feel from an eye line point of view? Because you need to obviously be able to see out.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
The England and Wales Cricket Board provides support for the game far beyond the boundaries of just international and first-class cricket. The ECB's aim is to develop cricket from playground to test arena.